Hi, this is Aishwarya from Publishing Committee of Finoris International. In this video, you will be learning about some basic things you need to know about searching for an article online. So at the end of this video, you will be knowing about what is the need for searching an article online and then where you can find articles online and tips on how to get started, few other ways to search for an article. So first, what is the need for searching an article online? If you are doing a research, at some point you might face difficulties where you will need some guidance regarding your study, and this is where article published online will come in handy. So searching for article related to your study will help gain understanding about how scholars have examined the topic. So PubMed, Google Scholar, Directory of Open Access Journal, Embase are few websites where you can find articles related to your study. PubMed is one of the best journal for article for any medical student who is doing a research. I'll be telling you few tips which you can use to find related articles. So if you open a PubMed website, this is how it looks. Here you need to either type in your keywords related to your study, or you can use mesh vocabulary. So mesh vocabulary is medical subject heading. It is a controlled hierarchically organized vocabulary. So basically mesh vocabulary works on these four types of vocabulary, which is headings, subheadings, publication type, supplementary concept, records, etc. So headings, in term of heading, you can use body weight, the main concept of your topic, like body weight, kidney, dental caries, etc. And subheading is like adverse effects, genetic ethics. So mesh database, you can find it over here in the PubMed website under the explore icon. So for the mesh database, for example, if your research mainly focuses on body weight, you can just type in body weight. You will find thousands of articles related to your topic. Further, you can narrow down the search using the subheading, which will be the cause or risk factor or adverse effect, and so on. Still, you can narrow down your search by typing in what type of publication you want, like review, letter, etc. So next is Google Scholar. This is how it looks. You can type in your keywords of your research topic here. Let's take for instance, let's take the study on incidence of diabetes mellitus. You can see here around 23 lakhs 50,000 articles have been published on this topic. You can narrow it down further by adding subheadings like I said before in the previous one, or you can just use the filters that are available on Google Scholar. Like here on the left side, you can find filters like the year of publication, like since 2021, 2020, or 2017, or you can just customize the year you want, and then you can include citation. For example, just a moment. So here, if you click on since 2017, you will get articles from the year 2017 to 2021. So your from 23 lakhs, you can narrow it down. It has narrowed down to 1,95,000. And then if you want to customize the range, you can just type it from 2015 to 2021, like that. And then you should include citations also. So basically, citation is the number of times other authors have mentioned that article in their work. That's how it reflects the impact or quality of the article. So more the number of citation, more is the reliability. And regarding the source for the article, so how old can a source be for your article is you should use articles that are published in the past 5 to 10 years. So then the most important part after narrowing down your searches, you need to look for the quality of the paper. For that, you should look for 4 important things. First one is the author, who should be a well-known author, and then the citation. As I said before, more the number of citation, more is the reliability. So it is 1571 over here, which is good one. And then the name of the journal and year of publication, that which should not be more than 5 to 10 years, in the past 5 to 10 years. If you look closely over here, this is an option called related articles. This will show you more related articles for the topic you are searching for, and is really a time saver. So if you don't, so you don't have to keep looking or searching for articles for a long time. It will save your time. And once you are done finding an article, you can just save it in the library in the Google Scholar. Here on the top left, click on this icon. You'll find my library section over here. If you finalize this article and the star over here, if you click on the star, it will get saved to your library. So this is for an hassle-free process. In the end, all you need to do is to be specific while searching for an article. So it means you should use good keywords, use mesh vocabulary, and please do not use punctuation or any tag marks while typing in typing in the search box. So here is the example that you shouldn't do while searching for an article here. So over here, you shouldn't use the punctuation marks like this, and then do not use any tags like author underscore James or title underscore hypertension or like that. And then you have to look for the quality of the article, which is done by checking the author, journal, or year of publication and number of citations. Here are few other ways to search for an article. Some articles that you need might be paid article, and sometimes some of us cannot afford the access fee. So in that case, you can approach your university library and ask for the librarian if he or she has an access to the publishers or the journals. And then there is ResearchGates, where you can request the authors for their research. And then there is LinkedIn, where you can connect and follow people whose research you are interested in. I hope this was helpful and hope you got an idea on how to search for an article online. And thank you so much. See you guys at INNORES. Thank you.